The Battle of Uhud was a critical battle fought in 625 CE between the Muslims, led by Prophet Muhammad, and the Meccans. The battle took place near the mountain of Uhud, just north of Medina in modern-day Saudi Arabia. The battle was a result of the Meccans' desire to avenge their defeat at the Battle of Badr, which had taken place 2 years earlier. The Meccans wanted to re-establish their dominance in the region and put an end to the growing influence of Islam. The Muslim army consisted of about 700 fighters, while the Meccan army numbered around 3,000. The Muslims positioned themselves on the slopes of the mountain, hoping to take advantage of its natural defenses and the higher ground. However, during the battle, some archers, who were assigned to protect the rear, disobeyed orders and left their positions to pursue the Meccan wealth that was being carried on camels. This created a gap in the Muslim lines and allowed the Meccan cavalry to penetrate deep into their ranks. The Prophet Muhammad himself was injured in the battle, and it is said that his tooth was broken and his face was wounded. The Meccans were able to kill many of the Muslims, including some of the Prophet's closest companions. However, the Muslims were able to regroup and eventually drive the Meccans back. Despite their victory, the Muslims suffered significant losses and the battle was seen as a setback for the Islamic cause. The Battle of Uhud had far-reaching consequences for both the Muslims and the Meccans. For the Muslims, it was a reminder of the importance of following orders and sticking together as a community. It also demonstrated the bravery and determination of the Muslim fighters and their willingness to sacrifice their lives for their beliefs. The Prophet Muhammad himself is said to have prayed for the forgiveness of those who had disobeyed orders, showing his compassion and mercy even in the midst of a bitter battle. For the Meccans, the Battle of Uhud was a demonstration of the strength of the Muslims and the growing influence of Islam. Despite their defeat, the Meccans realized that they could not ignore the growing power of the Muslims and they eventually signed a peace treaty with Medina. This treaty allowed the Muslims to focus on spreading the message of Islam and building a strong community. In conclusion, the Battle of Uhud was a key event in the early history of Islam and had a profound impact on both the Muslims and the Meccans. Despite the losses suffered by the Muslims, the battle demonstrated their bravery, determination, and unity, and it helped to further establish the Islamic community as a force to be reckoned with. The battle is also remembered for the compassion and mercy shown by the Prophet Muhammad, and it serves as an example for Muslims today to follow.